Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. There will be a plethora of noise throughout. Dan's playing video games while he's being really quiet. The dogs are being noisy. Lord knows what Dandelion's going to do. But look, I got new glasses. Alright, we had 2 weeks. I have lots of complaining to do. Let's get into it. Alright, number 8. 8? Yes, of Captain America. Doom's Shadow Part 3. Man, I'm not really sure about this whole Doom thing. There's been a lot of it, and they ruined it for me when it first started. Writer is Chip Zdarsky. Artist is Jan Bazaldua. So, the bad news here is that our artist is channeling John Romita Jr. So, ugh. Cap's still trying to get to the underground Latvians to see if they can save the day now that Doom is no longer there. So we've got art that I'm not real happy with, storyline that seems to be dragging forever. I expect this from Chip Zdarsky, so I'm not surprised. And it's Captain America, so you know that I will buy it. Amazing Spider-Man, number 24. The 4th part of the different interconnected death spiral stories. We have, holy mackerel. Here we are. Charles Soule is our, no, hold on. Charles Soule with Joe Kelly are our writers. Jesus Saez is our guest artist. Jesus is a good artist. There's this Spiral fella, and he killed Shocker to get his little Shocker things. And he's trying to kill everybody, and he has to kill them in a spiral formation. Artwork's great, good looking stuff. I don't know what's going on, but because I'm not getting the Carnage and Venom book, I don't buy Carnage and Venom books, and I'm not going to give them my extra monies. So bleh. Here we are with the 6th issue of Starship Godzilla. Writer is Chris Gooch. Artist is Oliver Ono. I really thought I was going to get Dandelion to laugh that time, but it didn't happen. We have not finished what we're doing. We have the bad guys in spaceships, the good guys in spaceships. The one good guy goes and saves her girlfriend. There's a Mecha Godzilla. There's a Space Godzilla. The artwork has always been good. Never had a problem with that. It's just so much. Ugh, I don't know. We'll see. And then it says, to be continued in Starship Godzilla Invasion X number 1. So, is this over and you're just spinning off? Are you trying to get another number 1 out there for all the fanboys that ooze for the fucking number 1s? I don't care. Alright. The Absolute Flash, a new story begins right here on issue 13. That's not very lucky. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta see if I find the because these guys are evil wicked about giving me the credits. I do like that Wally is hanging out at a home for runaway children run by Ralph Dibny. Oh, here we go. Man, look. See that little tiny writing there? Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, I can't see it either, even with my new glasses. Let's take a look. Hold on, let me get some more light. Jeff Lemire is our writer. Haining is our artist. It did look like new art, and I kind of like it, so it works for me. But he's got to find out the secrets behind his father and hang out with youths in trouble at the same time. We got a new number 1. I'm happy to see Batwoman has returned. We do love us some Batwoman. And we have, she's in some kind of, what's it called? Therapy? Greg Rucka is our, Greg Rucka is the writer. Danny, D-A-N-I, is the artist. And it's okay. My wife said she's not fond of the art. One of those where the story is great, but the art is mid. So you'll listen to it. Looks a lot like a Vertigo comic. So Batwoman's going through some stuff. They sort of continued from the last Batwoman, which I was kind of happy with. I assumed it would be somebody going, you know, it's a brand new storyline because I'm in charge. So Danny's art is different. I see what my wife's understanding is of that. That makes perfect sense to me. Mark Spector, Moon Knight number 2. Jed McKay is the writer because it says it on the front. And when last we left, and Devmalia Promanik. When last we left Mark Spector, he had been captured by an agency because they're looking for Frenchie. And somebody got him out. Who got him out? Hold on. Zodiac. Because Zodiac's like, I am your villain. Oh, these other people are losers. You got to be a villain. I get to be your villain. He's a little obsessed. And then there's Bushman, who is back. Kind of a third-rate character at best. But once again, it's Moon Knight. Artwork is awesome. Zodiac's freaking nuts, which is kind of fun. So, it's a new direction for Mark Spector, the Moon Knight. I like it. Works for me. Oh, let's save that one. I feel like complaining. Alright, Godzilla, Infinity Roar. There we go, folks. It's the new glasses. Number 2. I was at work all day today. No one even said diddly squat about my glasses. I work for a terrible place where people don't interact with one another. And it's a hospital. Scared yet? Alright. Jerry Dugan is our writer. Javier Garon and Ig Guerrara. Ig, right? I-G? Ig? That sounds right. Guerrara are our artists. The artwork for this is really good. The idea that Null has possessed Godzilla and has sent him across the universe to take over the whole universe. Kind of stupid. Anyway, so Galactus teams up with the Fantastic Four and eats Godzilla. There's only one problem with that. It's Godzilla. Godzilla comes back. Guts Galactus like a trout. Just hilarious. So that made me laugh. At least they had that going for them. But if you had made me pick Marvel Godzilla comics versus DC Godzilla comics, I would probably pick the Godzilla Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. There you go. Alright, hey, look, another Amazing Spider-Man, because they're coming out every 3 days, whether we want them or not. Number 25. You think that'd be a big deal? It's not. It's Death Spiral, Part 5 of 9. And this one continues in the Venom that I don't buy. Alright, Joe Kelly is our writer. Ed McGuinness is our penciler. Cliff Rathburn is our inker. I love Ed McGuinness. He's the one that brought us that definitive Rex Rap. Rec Rap? I think that's right. So it's Mary Jane Parker, maybe just Mary Jane Watson, being Venom, and Venom being Venom. Eddie Brock is with Carnage, although Eddie's unconscious. Spider-Man is sick of hanging out with all these freaking symbiotes. Death Spiral and Carnage are going to supposedly kiss and get together. And that kind of goes sideways. And then there's Harry Osborn making a note to Miles Morales that he's going to teach them how to fight him because he handed them their behinds the last time this happened. It was good to see Flash Thompson in his Agent Anti-Venom suit. We hadn't seen Flash in a while, right? And then Venom, because he's connected to Mary Jane, is like, oh, why are your pupils all dilated and your breathing has changed? He's like, shut up. So it's hard to get rid of that high school crush from 50 years ago. And so Death Spiral's trying to kill everybody. Did I say that already? I did. Good. All right. Actually, here, let's flip them around a little. Supernatural number 6. I love this book. So they had to put up Dad's car. And they found another car and took it. The only problem is the car is a ghost car, and it won't let them leave. It follows them like a little puppy dog. It will not break any laws, speeding or otherwise. Greg Pak is our writer. Daniel Scalisi is our artist. And when last we left the boys, they were fighting the Ghost Riders, not Marvel. and they had to shoot each other so they think they were going to kill each other, and then they didn't. And then the rich girl shows back up, and she's like, "Come on, come help me!" Blah, 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 blah. Here you can pick a new car. Ghost car gets mad about it. Daddy's little girl's getting shot at, and they want Sam for some reason. I think it's because he's got the demon thing going on. I don't remember. Did I mention I got new glasses? All right. Martian Manhunter. Absolute Martian Manhunter. Number 10. We'll see if they're going to kill it at 12. I hope not. Oh, see, look. Aren't you all proud of me? I finally remembered that the freaking credits are in the back. They're also the size of a postage stamp. Writer Dennis Camp. Art Javier Rodriguez. So, seriously. So there's another thing that's not a Martian hanging out with John. And there's a freaking huge fight scene that goes on for a while. I'm kind of impressed. And then his wife and their son's got weird, goofy stuff coming out of his eyes. There's something wrong with him. There's a hippie that works for Uncle Sam. People are watching the comic book like it's a movie and giving their opinion on it. John gets executed, but it doesn't take. And he finds the Martian, the green Martian, not the other guy. And they are so happy to see each other. It's like a big hug, which is great. They're so happy to see each other. I really wish I knew what was going on in this comic book. It'll either quit at 12, or it'll never quit, and I'll never figure it out. I'm kind of hoping someone will write like a write-up. All right, here's my disappointment. I didn't mind that it was only, does that say $5.99? It does, $5.99. Green Lantern. Oversized 600 issue. Look at this wraparound cover. There's tons of stuff. Now, here's my reason for buying Green Lantern. When they brought this back, they said, oh yeah, we're gonna make this about Hal. Great, right? Great, right? Well, it's a 600 issue, so they always like to do more than one story. So the first story is I Love L.A. Writer is Jeremy Adams. Artist is Zermanico. I do love Zermanico. It's a Kyle Rayner story. Could care less. Then the second story, City of Angels, is an origin story. Because after 600 issues, you wouldn't remember the origin story of anybody. Unfortunately, it happens to be Kyle Rayner. Then there's the one that we never needed. The third one, the Kyle Rayner origin story was Jeremy Adams is the writer. Damn, Jeremy, did you write all this? Nope. Artist is V. Ken Marion. The third story is Brighter Day, the origin of Hal Jordan. No, thank you. I already got one. Writer Jeremy Adams, penciler Dan Jurgens, inker Norm Rapmund. I give him credit because Dan Jurgens is a fine artist and it did look good. But I'm like, I don't need to be here. And then finally, writer Ron Mars, artist Darryl Banks, a story called Light in the Darkness. It's a Kyle Rayner story. So, out of the whatever, they don't give you page numbers anymore in these things. What do you think that is? Like maybe like 45, 50 pages? Take a regular comic book. Here, let's do some like science. All right. Yeah. It's at least double, and your standard comic is 21 to 22 pages. So this might be 45 pages. We'll call it 50. We'll let them have 50. Why not? I'm feeling kind of magnanimous today, so we'll give them 50. So there. That is two. I don't want those. That was a terrible noise, wasn't it? This comic book's trying to get me. Tried to eat me alive. Alright, so that's 2 weeks. I did it right away. I just put up the show. I was like, I'm going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to put up another show. I taped the show. And then I left it for a week to just die on my video camera. So, let's split them up. I'm not giving Godzilla the hero pile. He can suck it. I think it's going to be a big win for the heroes this time, though, kids. I mean, there's 3 Spider-Man books in here for crying out loud. Alright. And, you know, I'm going to give Martian Manhunter a superhero just for no other reason. I don't remember what I've done before with that. So, non-superhero, there are 3. So you can tell you who's going to win in this 2-week extravaganza. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 versus 3. That's 11. Math. Didn't know we were going to have math on the show, did you? I didn't either. All right, so there's your giant pile. There's a lot of complaining. I don't know. It's just one of those. Oh, and then, so there's a new Punisher book. And I saw it. And my addled-minded brain reached, got it, paid for it. Unfortunately, I grabbed the Marvel Knights number 4 Punisher instead of the number 2 new Punisher. So now I have to see if they'll swap me or if I just got to buy another book. I'm pretty sure they'll let me swap. I mean, look how many freaking comic books I'm buying. Although that's not, apparently this is nothing. I've watched people in line before and they get their pull from the thing. There's a guy there that I'm pretty sure is a variant cover junkie. And you'll see him just walking around with a stack. I mean, only time you're going to see from here is if I forget to do the comic book show for 2 months. Then you'll get like that. So, where's it going with all this? Oh, anyway, so I got the wrong Punisher comic book. I'm hoping I'll get it this weekend. If I do, we'll put it on the next week's show, right? Because I do shows every week. You get what you get. No one's paying me to do this. I'm just doing another thing out of the kindness of my heart. And this is episode 226. So we have reached past a milestone. The last one I just posted on YouTube. Who gave me a copyright strike? We're going to talk about that for a second. Yeah, so I have another show, The Basement of Baron Morbid. My son and I have been doing it for 17 years. If you watch it, you can watch him get older, although his character is fully grown at the beginning. So, starts off at 8, works his way up to, I don't remember how old Dan is. What are you, 25?
I'm 25.
25, there. You heard it here first. So, all right. So, yeah, anyways, a long time. And back in 2017, so this isn't a recent show. We did a Halloween special. And what's a great Halloween movie? You got the Spoopities and the black and white and the in public domain. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Plan 9 from Outer Space is a public domain movie. This company, whose name escapes me because I am that furious with them, got a copyright strike saying that they owned Plan 9 from Outer Space. Ain't nobody owns Plan 9 from Outer Space. I have one last thing I can do, which I did. I also may have preemptively sent them an email that was in all caps with lots and lots of swears. So we'll see how that goes. So what I love about this show, they never come after me for this. No one's going to want to steal this material. This is all original, baby. 100%. Now I can do it with my new glasses. I won't be able to do Baron Morbid with these because these are actually bigger than the goggles I wear. I wear tinier glasses for that so I can see under my hypno goggles. 17 years of wearing hypno goggles. Makes you see things weird. Anyways. So there you go. That's all I got for that. That's all I got for this. Let's do the speech. There's places to go read comic books for free. You can go to the library and read them for free. Legitimately, you can read them for free at the comic book store if you just stand there for a while until somebody yells and says, "Hey, what do you think this is, a library?" And then you got to leave. Or buy a comic book. And lots of comic book places have 25% bins, 50-cent bins, dollar bins. You can shuffle through and find things you like. They don't always have to be superheroes. Hell, I mean, the Martian Manhunter is a superhero. This ain't a superhero comic book by any stretch of the imagination. And apparently now would be a good time for you to jump on Green Lantern, because if you buy the 600 issue, they'll give you all the origin stories you never asked for. Yeah, this is your chance. Just in time for the new show coming out called Lanterns, which supposedly is Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. So I'm a little excited because go Kyle Rayner in there. So I said that. Now it's going to be there. I can smell it. I kind of hoping that the new live action has Kilowog in it, but we'll see. So, all right. So yes, go places, read comic books, find fun things to do. Maybe comic book reading isn't your thing. Maybe you want to make comic books. You could write them and draw them. I'll tell you, getting into the business is near impossible nowadays. If you're a writer, you have to have either written stuff before or know somebody that works there. Like you got to have been like a big time writer, or they're going to tell you to bug off. Artists, how pretty is it and how fast can you draw? Because Spider-Man, they're still using filler artists because they're trying to put out a book a week on Spider-Man. And I didn't buy it. The new Superman and Spider-Man book is out. Teamed up again. They were teamed up forever ago on one of those really big golden treasury books. It was it was Superman and Spider-Man because they're their flagship titles. And then like, well, whose second flagship title? At the time they did it, it was Batman and the Hulk, and I thought that was dumb. I thought it should have been Batman and Moon Knight. Because you're basically looking at two sides of the psychopathic coin on that thing anyways. There's something wrong with Batman, and there's really something wrong with Moon Knight. He has admitted that he has multiple personality disorder. I mean, yeah. Bruce, the worst he does is pretend he's a millionaire. Because Batman's the real guy, see, and Bruce Wayne is his disguise. Get it? There you go. All right, I'm done. I'll see you soon with more comic books. In the meantime, go read a comic book.